What's up? What's up? What's up? In just a second, guys. Check, check, check. Check, check. Check, 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 check. We got audio now. All right. What's up, my people? How we doing? How we doing? Good evening. I bet a good day to you. Force Within from the East Coast. I'm with you. All the way from Chicago, Pittsburgh. Who we got in the house? All right, man. Alim Kostani closed out with 1,400 profit. Thanks. Force Within. Where you at, Force? Had some snow here too, where I'm at in Virginia. Keith, Rudy from Tennessee. Rudy got cooked. Tax donation. Thanks, D. Parker. Salish, I feel you, man. The stop loss is a must. All my people. Short of 190 puts on QQ. Look to get in a put just 2 seconds. Man, I'm doing great. What's up, Oksana? Honolulu. Los Angeles, Maryland, Delaware. All right. Jay's, in what part of Florida you in, brother? I saw some fires or something in California, wasn't there? New York in the house. Cleveland, New Jersey, Maine. Force Within. All right. Got that put, huh? I'm telling you, I listed. I didn't get to pop my levels in on a chart this morning. I was in such a rush to get started with you guys. Here was my support levels. This was at 10 minutes before market open. I'll go back and look at them. 596.25, which was this one for me. So when I print these in the mornings, or when I look at those are levels to be broke with momentum, kind of like Josh's. I had that in there at 10 minutes before market open. So if you played any of my levels from that, and then it was 595, which was here. It broke this, it broke that. And then 593.70 was my last one. Those were good levels to break and go down if you followed any of those levels. Those are just kind of a general guide, supports below. If it breaks that, then I'm looking for puts under that, or that's kind of my idea. And then my resistance above was 597.25, and As you can see, we broke it a little bit on this first candle. Never closed. So even if you did take a call right there, the first pullback would stop you out. And then here was the break for puts right here. But those are just like my pre-market levels when I give them to try to, because some people have to work and they can't watch the market real close. So I try to give a few general levels to watch. If broken, calls. If broken this way, then puts. That's kind of the idea on those when I try to put them in. Trying to get in the habit of doing it every morning. I missed it a time or two, so I apologize. So those levels worked out pretty nice that I listed. Let's see here. Get my comments back up so I can talk to you guys. Nice. Okay, Forrest. Good job. Jorge in Miami. Lena, you're very welcome. Okay, Lena, this is your first time here. Welcome. Have you funded your Webull account yet? Jay's, okay, near Tampa Bay, Pasco County. Okay. Yeah, Lena, this is just kind of loose. These evening live streams that I'm trying to do. And we do questions and answers, and we look over how Josh teaches the structure setup for morning structure. Okay, Lena. So, if I can't get it on the live here, you can reach out to me on Discord, and I can help you a little bit that way to get your chart set up. Like, are you on desktop? Do you see all this over here on your desktop, or are you on mobile? Okay, you're on desktop. Yes. Okay. So, do you see your chart? Like, is it set up like this at all? Is it just a blank chart with the SPY? Or what ticker do you have pulled up? If you tap in, it might be easier to do this over Discord, but I'll give you a general view. Have you got a chart pulled up at all? And anybody new in here, you're welcome to ask any questions. We'll try to help everybody, and then we kind of get some levels. Try to get some levels for the next day. So, Lena, if this heart, Joseph, some people like to track futures. SPX, I don't much. I've used ES before, the futures to trade off of. As long as it's a chart that shows volume, I can use it. But if you just do you see just the SPX, if you just type that in, there's no volume, so I can't, like, if I go on Trading View, I can't do volume profiles off of it. You can do ES though. I got you, Lena. No problem. So it may be easier to at me on Discord, and I'll get back to you, and I'll help you set your chart up. The only thing I run, I execute my orders on mobile, and I just use the charting to watch everything with, to do all my lines and levels and all that good stuff. I use TradingView also. It's got a lot of bells and whistles that Webull don't, but it's also, SPY. That's what we're on here. That's all I do is SPY. So only thing I use TradingView for mostly is for the volume profile, is the biggie. I do like the RSI and the MACD over there better. There's a lot more scripts and third-party scripts you can get, but Webull is the most user-friendly in my opinion. It's just without a few things. That's all. I love Webull. So the way I set up and the way we live trade with me, I'll go over this like I do every day. The gold bar, these are my indicators here. VWAP, you see VWAP come on and off. The gold bar is VWAP. The other two lines, the red and the green. The green is the 9 EMA. The red is the 200 EMA. And I'm going to take all this off and show you how to add that, okay? There might be some other people here getting used to Webull. Okay. So let's start. We go up here to the top. Lena, you see all these tools up here? The first one is indicators. The second is your drawings. The third is line style. And we use candles, the regular candles, not the hollowed ones, but we use the regular candles here. And then this is a grid, and this is super handy sometimes. So you can have several charts going at once. Depending on if you got a large, humongous screen, it works pretty good. Otherwise, I'll do 2 to 4 sometimes. So you can do a big one on top, 2 small ones on bottom. You can change these grids around however you want to. That's what this block is for. I don't use these over here. Chart layouts, chart trader, replay. I have to look into these a little more. So these are the main 3 I use, the indicators, the drawings tab. Okay, indicators. We'll tap indicators. It'll bring a few up automatically. VWAP is one of them. I add it. I add the MACD. And I add RSI. All these are stock standard default. I don't add another volume subchart down here at the bottom. Look at me pointing with my finger. This is volume, but I don't use it because there's volume here at the bottom of your main chart. Excuse me. So, next thing you do, we come under indicators here, hit the drop down tab. We're going to scroll down. Check EMA. VWAP's already checked. Some people use a 3-band VWAP. I do not. And then the other 2, of course, were MACD, RSI. Then you can come to indicator settings. All the way over here. And this will be on YouTube, Lena, so you can go back and watch it. Here's your indicator settings. Invest guy, I think I am. Yeah. Did you get a notification saying that? I've got level 2. I think you got to buy level 2 data to be real time. So Lena, when you come under indicator settings, come down here to where it says EMA. And yeah, I think it was like $2.99. I think you're right, Force. It's really cheap. This is the length that you can set your EMAs at, and you can check however many you want. So I checked this first one. It comes standard, I think, at 5. I change it to 9. The bottom one, I changed to 200. You can just highlight it, put your 200 in, then come to style. Make it whatever color you want. I make mine green and red. And when you hit that drop down tab, you can alter the color. Okay. And you can also make the bar, I like to make it fairly thick so I can see it pops out good. Same with the 200. And then you can make it dotted. You can see. You can make it dotted, broken up, or solid line. And now you've got the 9. And down here's the 200. Go back to style. Make sure you check it. 200. Then you hit done. And there's your settings. That's how I've got mine. The red one's the 200. The green one is the 9. Anybody that's been around me a while, on the 5-minute chart, I use the 9 EMA as my guide on a trend. If I'm in puts, I have to be under the 9 EMA, and to hold my position, I have to hold the 9 EMA. So if I took puts right here after we broke structure, happy with profits here anyways, but once we came back, this candle, you'll see it rejects a lot off the 9. This one rejected off the 9 NVWAP. But once it broke the 9, like right here, would have been the main indicator to be out. Otherwise, all these profits would have been my first indicator to get out. But this is, once it breaks the 9 on the 5-minute, it's either enough to knock me out or the first sign of a trend reversal on a 5-minute chart. Only on the 5-minute chart, okay? We can go back to a trending day right here. You'll see how it rides the 9 pretty well on the 5-minute chart. And that's why I use the 9. The 200 is kind of a make or break zone EMA for me. Oftentimes, the 5 will bounce off of it as support. And when it breaks under it, it is very bearish. So, Lena, hopefully that's a quick rundown. The 2 subcharts are MACD, RSI. Hope that helps you, bud. Okay, invest guy. So it might be some kind of extra data on your phone that you had to buy. Maybe for options data. I don't know. They're What's up, D? Okay, Lena. So, the MACD, I use it a lot for it, and RSI for direction. We caught some good moves in the live this morning. I gave you some good levels. A lot of people made pretty good money on the live this morning. I was happy with it. Good redemption day from yesterday. I got roasted yesterday and missed this put up here, this put opportunity. We waited all day for it and then missed it when it came. So I needed that one just getting home from work. All right, supper time. Lena, I do not add the 5 EMA. Good D. Ended up making $1.55. I like it. $155. Yeah, SPY is like Josh said in his video today, it's not real smart to be taking. This is why I day trade, guys. Because playing options on the SPY for swings is just, it runs some risk. What's up, Circle Pit? I think, in this type of market where there's not great continuation, playing the smaller levels is less risky to me. So that's why I play it all the time. Lena, I trade with Weeble. I use Weeble on my phone to execute my orders. And I've got a stop loss video pinned under my channel. If you go to Spy Lord on the Discord and you come to pinned messages, it's right here. Weeble mobile stop loss video. I got to make a little bit better of one, but if you watch it a little bit, it'll guide you on how to make your stops. And then under it is my referral link for the Discord. So if anybody wants to support me, you unsubscribe from Josh's Discord, and he gave me my own link to his Discord to sign up with, and that's how I am making my living now, is working for you all. So anybody wants to support me, you can support that way, or you can go, if you go click the YouTube video tonight, and I know I do this every video, guys, but it's important to me. That's not it. That's this morning. There we go. This one here. It will load up. You can scroll down. Load up. There we go. You scroll down here to where it says more, like right where this is. Click more. Here's my link to the Discord. And here's my tip jar. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. And been a lot of nice, generous people here that have supported me so far. And I appreciate that, guys. Yes, Josh is a super blessing. Thanks, Oksana. Mandinga, thank you. Yeah, I try to. I gotta say it some because that's how I'm making my living. So I gotta say it some. It's I try to put the link in every video, and then it's always, I try to put my Cash App and my tip jar down here, so you can always watch it or donate if you want to. And it's always, the link is also always under my channel, under pinned messages, right there. So, and the only way you do that is unsubscribe and then resubscribe with mine. So, always glad to have new people in here. And, man, it's just like a big family. We trade together pretty much every day. I'm on every day now. I think really 5 days a week is what I'm shooting for. Wednesday and Friday I'm with Josh. on his live stream, and then I think tomorrow. After he gets done, I may do an afternoon live session because Thursday the market's closed for President Carter's funeral. So I'm going to try to make tomorrow a full day. We'll get, when Josh gets off at like halfway through the session, Eastern time, it's usually 11:30 or 12. And then I may take a lunch and come back and trade 1 o'clock up till the closing bell. If you guys would be inclined to join me, if you would want to. What's up, Chaz? Hit the like button, my friends. Thank you, Shelly. Hi from New York. Cold and windy here, Barbara says. KKK Kia. Josh is a blessing, absolutely. Oksana, thank you for the kind words. Now, what does that do if I do that? Y'all tell me. Let me look. That's just a mirror image. I had Miss Mary on for a little while on my stream this morning, but something was up with the audio, so she couldn't say anything. Let's look here. Also wanted to check the latency. Check 1 2. So about 3 seconds. Yeah, I'll time me. 1. That's as fast as I can get it. That's ultra low latency. So from the time I say something, there's about 3 second delay to what you guys get. And that's why I've been telling everybody to draw your levels as I draw them while we're live trading. And if I'm listing them pre-market or the night before, it's good to make those marks on your charts, okay? So that way you don't... I noticed a lot this morning. We're able to start jumping in trades. A ton of people caught this first one with me. When we started crossing this line, a lot of people didn't wait for me to signal. And I don't want you to wait for me to signal. I want you to chart this yourself, and I'm here to try to give some confidence and guidance. But a lot of people made money on this because they had their lines drawn with me. And you don't have to wait for me to say, hey, I'm going in here, I'm going in there. When you've got these lines drawn, you need to, like, at this point, you should have had your puts pulled up. Why? Well, because we'll go over our market structure here in just a second. But we were approaching the bottom of the morning market on this line. We're closing under the 9 and under VWAP. It's signaling bearish already. So naturally, you should have your puts pulled up looking at puts. And I'll reiterate it again because we got new people, guys. Josh and I always buy the first or second strike out of the money. So, the market closed. Let's see. Where's it right now overnight? 590.18. Okay, for instance, if I were going to buy a call and I come here to options and I say, the price is, am I looking at this right? 1/7. Okay. So tomorrow's 1/8. The price is 590.18. The first strike out of the money would be showing 591. Well, if we go back to yesterday and play it like normal, if I were looking at calls, well, it's not going to track right because the market's closed, so never mind. But whatever the first strike out of the money, this is divided in two. These are all in the money. These are all out of the money. Out of the money has greater percentage movements. They're a little more volatile, but they're going to produce higher gains if we catch them right. So you don't have to say, hey, Mike, which strike are you buying? Which one are you looking at? You need to know this up front already, and that's why I'm telling you now. If I'm buying a call right now, if I'm saying, there's low volume, but if I say, hey, when this clears 590.14, I'm looking for calls up to the next level. Well, and there it clears right now. Let's say this candle starts clearing. I'll be pulling up my call. I would have them pulled up right here, but we're at 590.23. Naturally, I'm going to get a 591 or a 592 call. So you don't even have to ask the strike. Go no more than a couple strikes out of the money, and that's where I'm at. That's where Josh is too. That's with the SPY. That's all I trade. Now, Josh does NVIDIA and Tesla and things like that. Those might differ, but when you're trading with me, you can go one or two strikes out. If I was looking at puts here, we're at 590.25, and I wanted to look at puts. I would start looking at 589 or 590. We go 590, then 589, and then 588. I don't buy none of this crap up in here that's 12 cents, 15 cents. This is worthless. When it pulls back one time, they're gone. We always want to get close to in the money. That's how we day trade it. So now you know. You don't have to wait on us to tell you the strike. It's always going to be the same thing. Okay? How's that not going away? Okay, there we go. Okay. Let me see if I can get a few questions here, guys. Lena, I go live in the morning right at opening bell. Salish, you set a stop loss as soon as you enter a trade. Absolutely, I do. Salish, and I'll say there's no particular way to say, hey, set your stop at 20%, set it at 10%. 10% on an option, you're going to get kicked out 90% of the time. You know how volatile they swing. One candle can get you on that easily. But I do set a stop because if you go watch my video on stop loss, I give it some room. If I buy at a $1 contract, I'll set my stop loss at 80 cents. And as soon as I get over to my stop loss page, it's on a chart. And I can move it up. I can just tap it and move it up and down. No problem. It's really fast. Anybody not using a platform that allows you to move your stop loss really fast, you need to get a different platform. I recommend Webull. Anybody wanting a link for Webull, just message me in Discord and I'll send you a link. They're very easy to set up, very easy to move. They say Robinhood, E-Trade, and those things. You have to go in and punch your numbers in. If you want to move it, you got to cancel it, put new numbers in. It's just the way these things move, it does no good. Okay. Ebony, I don't think so. If you got a discount, I think it lasts for 3 months. So if you got your discount, keep your discount, and you can consider doing it at the end of your 3 months or something like that. I totally understand. I don't think it, unless the discount is still active. Like if he's still offering it and you sign up through mine, then you get the discount. But if it's not currently running, then I don't think so. Eileen, thank you, honey. Got a few questions here. Keith, how do you get your levels? I'll try to show that in just a second, Keith, as best that I can. GER Evan, Josh does Wednesday and Friday. I'm trying to cover Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. And I'll try to add some afternoon sessions in there too. I'll try to. I can't always, but I'll try to. D. Parker, could you explain to what that means or show an example? Is that the same with puts? Can you ask that again? Thank you, Ebony. Thank you, honey. Lena, I've got a quick overview on how to set your stop loss. I've got to do one on entering the trade. Mike, I trust the volume profile a lot. And my levels have been pretty spot on. The only thing is, you don't know from the next day, from one day to the next, what kind of RSI there's going to be at those levels. Like when you approach a level, so you have to be in the moment in a sense. When you approach resistance and the RSI, say you're going up into resistance and the RSI is so overcooked already, I'm probably not getting through that. See what I'm saying? So, I trust my levels pretty well. And then the volume profile is a biggie for me. It often makes me determine my levels. Yeah, the RSI changes. You can change things. Red nucleus, like these yellow and or golden blue bars come. This is what the volume profile is. It draws it. All these over here are where I've drawn levels. This is on my trading view. And this is on the daily. So you can see it kind of came up to the top of this and wicked back down. All this shelf right here. Now we're at this bottom shelf. Now, if we break under, I want to get this big old junk back here. If I can highlight it a second, I'll show you guys. This cluster back here is some pretty tough structure. We've come down into it a little bit. Tested these candles. Hard to break through. Pretty hard to break through. It's like, to me, it's pretty good support. And I'm guessing when I extend this back here, you'll see why. See it, all this comes back out. right there is your. That's a big support right here. At 580. That's why that candle caught right there. When we get under 576, man, it's. I can't remember what Josh had. Let me go on back a little more. Yeah. See where we can get to. If this breaks 577, man, we can get. This becomes the POC down here at 568. SC Nate, I've got the stop loss already done. As far as taking profit, when you move your, let's say this is my stop loss that I'm grabbing here, it would be displayed like I have it on my phone. I would grab it and I would run it up to, as this price action moved up, I'd be moving my stop loss every couple of bars with it, leaving it behind, and then finally, as far as the take profit goes, I'm going to set it so tight that when the first candle that dips down is going to knock me out, and it takes profit automatically. Once it kicks you, you're in. If you're in profit, you're in profit. If that makes sense. GER Evan, do you stop loss automatically after you buy or set it later? As soon as I buy, I set my stop loss. I want it in place. You got to give it a little room, but I want it in place. And like I said a second ago, there's no percentage that makes sense perfectly for anybody. It's just your account size and your risk tolerance is personal. It's up to you. So if you're playing with a small account, you should only be, and you're new, you should only be trading 1 or 2 contracts. There's nothing wrong with that. I've done that for a long time, trading a couple contracts. You need to get in the habit of making $50 a day profit. If you can't do that with a $1,000 account, you're not going to be able to make $500 a day with a $10,000 account. You have to get steady growth. Consistency over 3 to 6 months. Then you can start upping your contract amount. Just like Josh tells us, guys, risk tolerance and risk management is, I would say, half the battle, man. Probably more than half the battle. Knowing how to de-risk, how to play with smaller position sizes. Okay? All right. Yeah, blue is up. Blue is up volume. Gold is down volume. Steven, yeah, man. Yeah, don't go way out there, man. Don't go way out the money. Let's see here. Trying not to miss anything, guys. Force within. How many candles do you normally wait before getting into a call or a put, considering we use 5-minute candles? Okay. That's a great question, Force. I'm going to tell you 2 different ways. Some people are going to tell you differently. And you have to make your own mind up. So now you tell me, from today's play, technically speaking, for confirmation on 5 minutes, I'm supposed to wait for this candle to close, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But also waiting for this candle to close, if you get in here, the move you got with momentum, from here to this candle took another 30 minutes to get this. Whereas this candle, this was 1 5-minute candle, one more 5 minute. This was a 10-minute move. Because we went to a higher time frame here. If I can, let's go to 15. And one thing that made me want to get this was this MACD on the 15 was curling over, pointing downward. And this RSI was already flushing us down. Let's look at the RSI on a 10. And you'll see, right from the get-go, we peaked on this first opening candle on a 10-minute candle. Look at the RSI drop. And then we rebounded on the second candle just a little. Now let's look at the 5-minute RSI. Right out the gate, man, it was pointing down. I love catching it way up here at 70 some and knowing, hey, it ain't got much further it can go up. So I was fairly confident we weren't going to break up. So to answer your question, there's two ways you can go with a riskier position or a riskier entry and add to your position on the way down. Once this candle here closed, this candle was under the 9 and under VWAP. Now, if you're confident with other indicators showing you we're getting down pressure, it's telling me puts. I had already identified this level as my morning structure, because how do we get morning structure, guys? For anybody new, we take the first 3 5-minute candles. I'm going to do it with you right now. We're going to take these off. Okay, here's the first candle, second candle, third candle. Okay, we're catching the bodies. I'm coming to drawings. I'm making me a horizontal line or a horizontal ray on the top of those 3. Then I'm going to make another one, 1, 2, 3, on the bottom, wherever the lowest point in between those 3 candles. Now morning market structure has been set the first 15 minutes. And the way that Josh teaches this is our morning market structure. We want to be making plays over or under it. Over means we have to be over VWAP and over structure. Under, we have to be under VWAP and breaking under structure. You either one of two things. You have to wait on this candle to close, which you can do. Sometimes that means missing the move. Sometimes it keeps you from getting in trouble too. I felt the momentum was shifting, so I was fine to take puts up in here and catch this candle, and it was a whopper of a win. It was a great win. A lot of people caught this because they had their lines drawn, and we got in it, and we had one more continuation candle. And really, the only other way to play this today was an all-day trend day. But now I don't want to hold options from 10:45, all the way till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Their time decay is going to kill you. It's going to burn you all day to try to get a whole trend day out of this. I want these couple big moves. So we got this big move here. It gave us one more because look, this candle retested VWAP and failed. So this was a good entry for puts here because we were still on a higher time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour. Good Lord, that zoomed in fast. I'll get to questions in just a second, guys. On a higher time frame, this was still giving us downward pressure on the 1 hour. 1 hour, 1 hour. It got some relief right here and then gave us more down pressure. Now, the 4 hour finally turned up today at the end of the day. Yeah, right here. Started giving some relief. Let's look at the daily. The daily is still pointing down. So we can get a pop up, and this daily can still be showing us down pressure, and overall we're going to get a down. It can relieve a point or two, a couple points. But if this doesn't cross up and change direction, the MACD and the RSI, then we're coming on down. Simple as that. I like playing these a level at a time, guys. Level at a time. Okay. So, force, I hope that answers your question. It's really up to the trader. You can wait for the 5 minute to close over or under market structure. I like changing those colors so they're not all the same. So that's our market structure for today, these two purple lines. Once we got under it, it confirmed down pressure all day, and then this 5 minute MACD was flushing the whole day. Well, not the whole day, but. And once we've identified some support levels like I gave y'all this morning, I was confident from something back here. Let's go to 30 minute. I gave some of these levels early. So as we flushed down, I said that we would have right here. Yeah. This was the high of the day back then and the high of after hours that day. So it made sense to me. Breaking it was also very bearish. And we came back and retested that exact level right here, even on 30 minute. So once you've identified some supports and resistances, and you're coming into those, that's where I start trimming profits if I'm confident in them. Okay. Oh, let me get caught up here. Yeah, Brandon's absolutely right. You can always go out another day on expiration and make the option move slower. It's less volatile, a little less gains, but it'll get you in a better habit of moving, how it moves. Yeah, it was a news candle, BK. You're right. That was data. Force within, you're welcome. Brandon's right, Force. We take 0 DTEs up till about noon. Then I'll start going out a day myself in expiration. What's up, Mike Mullins? Joseph, have you watched that video that I did? You can move your stop loss on a chart. It puts it on its own chart for you, brother. Once you bought your option, you can go back out to the main screen, and it'll list like any positions you're in, and your option will be right there. You can tap on it, and then I think at the next screen on the top left where it says like 590 call or whatever, you tap on it, and it brings it up on a chart. You have to set your stop loss first, make the order, and then it'll put it on a chart for you. Yeah, even on mobile. Cool, Joseph. What's up, B Rich? Man, I'm starting to feel better. I'm still a little stuffy, but I'm starting to feel better. Thanks for asking. Let's look at does everybody understand how we draw our morning market structure? Does anybody need me to go over that again? Yes, Steven, I got you, brother. I got you. Come start trading live with us, man. Mike Mullins, how do you tell when it consolidates if it's a bear flag? Let's go to see if I can find. Let's do this. Steven, I only just do SPY. I'm starting to chart the cues for us. I get a few levels drawn, and I feel comfortable. I'm going to start adding cues. Okay, B Rich. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do the morning structure again. Steven, there's no reason why I like it better. It's just what I got used to doing. I think it's great to hone in on one thing if you're a trader instead of, especially a new trader within your first 2 to 5 years. Not an investor, but you're trying to trade daily or weekly. Is to focus in on one or two things. I can't manage 20 tickers. When I've been doing Josh's, on Josh's lives with him. Sorry guys, I'm watching Suey. And I try to mark his levels on all of his momentum plays. I don't know how he keeps up with it, man. Like I can't do it. He's a beast. But that's why I chose to I just wanted to narrow down what I'm doing. I can focus better on one ticker or two tickers and chart it. And I know, well, hell, last week, here was resistance, here was support, and we're coming right back into it again. I've already marked it, and I knew how hard that level was last week. I know it's going to be a hard level this week, or once we break it. Once we break it, I know it's coming on. I'm just used to the ticker. I'll bring up a bear flag for you, man. It can be a pennant, it can be a channel. I think a pennant. Yeah, see, here's your bear pennant. A bear flag is usually like an uptrending channel, and it's in an uptrend till it's not. But you can about count on it being, even on smaller time frames, like this. Here's your little trend channel. You see that? It breaks down. Usually when you find a good downward channel, they will break up once it gets to that point. And the consolidation, it just depends on the time frame. There was one we looked at yesterday with Pat's, with my buddy Pat's there. NVTS, this one. You can get a prop firm account and trade ES with the SPY. Yeah, like on Trade Evate or something like that, or I think that's what it is. Yeah, check out this chart. I helped my buddy Pat's. We were charting it yesterday. Look at this. This is on the. There were some good examples on this chart of several patterns, and this is a daily view. And you can see there are anomalies with it, like this broke out of it a little bit, but it came back into it. This whole pattern, this whole channel, like to me, is starting to break up out of it. And I think he said Prof. Salmon, or whatever his name is, super smart guy, had this on one of his watch lists. This was a beautiful play. You could have took right when it starts breaking up out of this channel. Then you have to start making, this is what I do. I start making, okay, I found some consolidation here. So I'm going to make a line right here. That was some resistance at that time. The latest set of peaks, resistances to me, was back in here. It made this whole channel of consolidation. And you had this peak right here. It had to come back and test it. Look at this volume bar that it had to push over right there. Once it pushed over this volume bar, we were off to, in my opinion, this level. Without even looking at the volume profile, I know it's sticking out right there. See? It's sticking. It's showing you there was a lot more volume right there. It had to climb over this to get to the next. And that's why I've got this red line, and I've got an alert set on this at this level right here. Once it starts crossing, see this double top it had back here? Once it starts crossing all kinds of resistance. Once it starts going over, I had $5 marked. I think you're in a run to $6 then. This is a good ticker to be looking at, guys. NVTS. I don't know if they do options, but $5 to $6 ain't a shabby move. With what is it, to 20% or whatever. So you might want to stick that one on your watch list. And if I bring this volume profile on back to here, there we go. I didn't think. I guess I need to get above us. See, I think if it gets over this chunk right here at $5, it's off to the races till 560, and then the end of 6. You have to get over these. That's my opinion. But this was a beautiful downward bullish. It's a bullish descending channel. Once it breaks up out of it, you're just waiting for the bullish moment to happen. It has to break up out of that channel. Tried to fake you out here one time. And I'll tell you, it's easier to use if you have Trading View and you're not good at drawing lines, but you can see a channel. Come to your trends. You can run a parallel or a regression channel. Okay, I'll take mine off and show you once. Okay, say I see this whole down move as a channel, and I'm not good at drawing my lines. I can't, I would have it somewhere like this. There's 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and really even down to right there, 4 touches pretty much. Then I'm like, dang, how do I set my line down here? Well, I suck at it. So I can just come over here, come down, and you can either do a parallel channel, which I think is what Josh does. If you can make one of them look pretty good, yeah, I'm confident with that. It will let you spread it out as far as you need to. About right there. That's getting most of it. And that's how the regression channel did on its own. Of course, you can come down to here. You could say, you could try to get this, but it doesn't make sense to me. I just think that was an anomaly. That looks easier to me than to try to draw my own lines. So, or what I think's even easier, you do the same thing, come to your trends, come down where it says regression trend. And I'm going to say from here down to the bottom of this move. And it highlights it in for me perfectly. And I think, hey, once it breaks out of this, it's bullish. It broke out of it. You could have caught this from 330 up to 475. That's a killer move. Yes, D, I agree. So this, if you're not good at your lines and you can spot a trend, it's just like I spotted this one here when we were charting this yesterday. I just did a quick one. I like that. And look at all these touches I got down through here. So this was a bearish ascending channel, because eventually it breaks down, and sure enough it did. It breaks down. This one produced a cup and handle, if anybody sees that. And I stink at drawing, but here's your cup, here's your handle, and then whoosh, gone. Can I make that red or something? There we go. You see that cup and handle? It was a beautiful play. But, finding these tickers are needles in haystacks. Prof Solomon is great at it. But this was a bearish ascending channel that finally broke down under it. Even though it was in an uptrend. And you play the trend till the trend don't play anymore, Invest guy, adaptive trend finder. I don't know it. That's cool. Yeah, Lena, I'll show you that. It's no problem. Let's go back to the SPY. And we'll draw it in. Everybody doing okay, having a good time, learning something, hopefully. Yeah, BK. It's a good okay, let's get rid of the volume profile. Okay. So I use the volume profile a lot. It's on TradingView. This is a fixed range volume profile. So you come to indicators. Right here I'm going to tap FIXED, fixed range. And it's saved as a favorite of mine. If not, you just come down to where it says fixed range volume profile right here. Tap that. And then you want to start from what you want to measure. So if I want to measure from the beginning back to this whole move here, and then I click again, and then it's going to bring up those volume bars. This is on the daily, so I can find gaps in trading, and usually gaps in volume produce bigger moves. And this is very handy. I also use session volume profile for intraday. Sweet, thank you all. Lena, hopefully that shows you how to bring it up. It's a super handy tool. Back over to Weeble. Take off this overnight hours. Oftentimes, a lot of ways that I find my levels are high of days and low of days, and when I can find large amounts of consolidation. If we go to a 5, we go back, auto. Look at all this over 3 or 4 days here, all this consolidation. I called this move perfect last week right here on the 2nd. Look at how many days. We had 2 straight days where this was the low of the day and it wouldn't break. So that was support. It was obviously support. I had it marked. And when we approached that support, we caught this right here. I think we caught this up here too, but I'm 100% we caught this whole big flush. That was 584.30. It was a 3-point move, so that was a huge payday on that one. Because I marked those lows of the days that held for 2 straight sessions. See, here and here. All day long. Couldn't break it. So, you got to, those are things that you find and that you start seeing. Even though you may not have 100% indication on some things by other confluences, structure works a lot. So, always try to mark your, especially big days when you have big flushes like this day here. This was a big flush right out of the gate. It came down here and stopped and reversed. So that was a great place to mark. And then marking the high of day is very important to catch these candles. You'll see it'll come back into play. See, high of day, basically the same high as pre-market. High of day here, really close. Those levels come back into play. Now, you could have played this if you had this marked. Once you come out of this high of day here, that was a good little scalp. It was a good scalp move. 591.50 up to 590. There was a whole point move on that one. These are just ways that I find supports and resistances. And they come back into play. Promise you, they come back into play. Especially where we're kind of range bound right now. We're just not breaking out one way or the other. I really wanted to break this 599.70 level to start running back over to 602 and then above. We ain't got it though. We did not have it. Okay, guys. So I told somebody we'd draw morning structure again. So let's do that before I get off of here. Any other questions, pop them in there right fast. If I can get to them, I will. Taza. Can I look at Sonic and tell me if I can swap USDC now or wait? Is Sonic on... Is it on TradingView or no? Excuse me. I guess this is it. What the heck? What's it doing? Let me try to reload it. It's not going to load. Let me load another ticker. If I got it all jacked up here. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Am I still in drawing mode? Okay. Let me get back to the SPY. Sorry guys, hang on. Let me try one more time. Okay. Is this Sonic? Man, did it just get listed on this is one of the Suey plays, right? Is this it, Rekka? D. Daniel, I got you. I got you, girl. Hang on. Is it on? Is it on? Is this it? Hmm. Man, this is tough. Okay, let me try Coin Market Cap. Isn't this one of Mark and Josh's big plays, Sonic? It's in Phantom Wallet. Hmm. Is this it, guys? Dang. It's about to list on MEXC, D Parker. Yeah, I thought it was on Suey Wallet too. So if we Okay. I see. I see Mark's post. Where is trying to look for the cheat sheet here. Is it on Sui also? Or is it just Phantom Wallet? Hmm. Yeah, like as far as I can tell, best I can do. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to get a little more for you. You know, you've got. There's just not much data for me to go off of right here. So I was trying to get it on Gecko Screener, but this looks Solana Radium. Is that it? Nope, it's saying 108. I can't be sure. I'll have to look into it. I need to find the address on his cheat sheet that he's got to just copy and paste it because these things are so manipulated. I'm afraid to click on the wrong one. So I don't know. I don't know that I'm on the right one. It's so new. There's nothing much I can say about it. Sorry. Like to me, if it makes new highs here, then it's this is resistance 126. But it doesn't look like the same thing on TradingView. It's at 110. So there's something off. I have to find his. Wasn't there? I thought there was like a meme cheat sheet. I can't find it. Oh, I'll have to look, guys. I'm sorry. Let me not waste any more time here. Let's do the levels for tomorrow. What I've got so far. Um. Oh, here's the address. Look under SWJ Fam. Oh, meme chat. No. I still don't see it. I don't see the memes cheat sheet. Sui cheat sheet. Yeah, I don't. Why am I not seeing it? I had to look for it. Sorry. Um, Sonic. There we go. I'm hurrying, guys. Sorry. get, God. Okay. Tribal Trader, he's had some bangers. This is resistance. Best I can tell. Right there. But that still doesn't coincide with Trading View's price. That's saying 161, right? That's a 1 hour chart. Sorry, D. Good night, Ebony. Thank you, honey. Okay. It's under meme chat. You have to activate it to get it. My bad. Victor. Nvidia. Nvidia is a great long-term DCA if you're looking for, we're obviously up here at the top. If I was buying heavy, I would wait for it to start clearing 149-ish, 150 before I started going in anymore. Otherwise, you're buying the top. But it's always, I think this is a great company to DCA long term. Josh is definitely convinced of that too. And if you're going to the daily, obviously the RSI's looks like it's wanting to cool off, man. The moves aren't near as big. You can see the MACD on these big moves, how we got so far. It's just it's cooling off pretty hard. It's a great long-term company though. You go back Saint Nim, I've covered SPY some. As far as Sonic, I think it's sitting at resistance, but these are those plays where you take a small amount that you don't care about, and that's what you do. You don't care to risk it at that point. Ebony, are you still on there, girl? Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's look at the SPY one more time before I go, guys. And let's see. Overnight, it's just kind of slowly melting up. I think you have. I'd probably cut that line right now. This 200 coming in, this 5 minute often coincides with it for resistance and support. We're under it right now. I think the first level, well, we got to get back right here, 592.40. 592.40, then 593.80. I'll post levels again in the morning, more accurate levels. To the downside, which is what I would be more leery of because of this daily, the daily MACD to me had the chance to start crossing back up, and we didn't. Instead, we've started now breaking through the zero line, and the RSI is only at 45. So you could get another one of these if you, maybe this makes more sense if I do it this way. If you Lena, you're welcome. Chris, brother, thank you. I appreciate y'all, man. You don't know how much. I'm trying to do this full time, guys. I want to be here for you every day, every chance I get. I'll work my ass off for you. I promise you that. Ain't nobody else getting on streaming with you 2 or 3 times a day, are they? I'm with you, man. So, here is decreasing buying pressure. See? We've got a ways to come. This daily, the last low it got to 36. I think it can come on down. Now, my next level to break down I like this. Under 587. I like it under 587 for puts, down to 584.40. I like that. We obviously got to see what happens overnight and in the pre-market. But as of right now, I like that. Calls, we got, over 592 for now. I want to see what the morning brings first before I go calling out levels. I got one more at all this right here. This day and that day and the low of this day all coincides. 590.80. Pretty good resistance above us. So if that helps with y'all's levels for now, appreciate it. Hopefully that helps you out. Anybody needing further help, got coaching coming. It's really close to being set up. So you could book me some if you wanted me some. One-on-one. Looking forward to that. I'll also notice Get rid of this line now. The 1 hour on the MACD was starting to cross back up. It could just come here, bounce, and head back down more. But it's trying to after these 2 down days here. I could totally see us coming back up and retesting 592.40 before making our way back down more. Just kind of a general feeling what I got with these levels. So hopefully these levels help you out. I'll post more accurate stuff in the morning. Lena, thank you, hon. BK, thank you. Saint Nim, thank you. I don't say it lightly, but I love you guys. I appreciate it. I want you to know you can. If I've missed somebody's at when you're at me in the Discord or message me or something, it's just because I missed it. I try to message everybody back that messages me. I do my best to. Because I take it serious. I'm just I'm an average guy that I've traded with a small account for a long time on the side and always worked a job until a few weeks ago when now it's gone. So I feel like this is my calling. This is my door opening for me, and I need y'all's support through either the link, subscribing through me, like letting you have to cut your subscription and then resub with me, or through tips or hopefully coaching very soon. So anything I can do to help you, please tell me. Let me know what I can do. I'm just kind of noticing this. You guys see that? This wedge. Get rid of some of these lines. You guys know if you have lines on Webull or TradingView, you can click them and then just hit delete on your keyboard. Click delete. Click delete. And it takes them away a little faster. I'm just kind of noticing this. You guys see that? Especially we catch the bodies. These are 4-hour candles. Pretty close. This to me is, and this is like indecision too. This is just a pennant, and you break up out of it or you break down out of it. What's up, Mr. Clutch? Oh yeah, market structure. Thank you, Invest Guy. Yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow, Force Within. Thank you so much. Lisa, thank you. Kelvin, you're welcome. One-on-one for true beginners or need to have some knowledge. My one-on-ones will be for anybody that's just starting for the first time to trade an option, and even to help set your chart up for the first time, all the way up to you've been trading for a while but need some guidance. I wouldn't say I can come on here with a professional that's traded for 40 years, but I've got a decent amount of experience to help a lot of people, and I think I got something to offer a wide variety of people. Let's do our market structure right fast. Somebody missed it earlier. I wanted to show you how we do it. We'll do it one more time together here. So when this opens up in the morning, we're on 5-minute candles. I'm going to erase it, and we'll draw it again together. You take the first, this is how we find our structure in the morning, okay, guys? The first 3 5-minute candles. Not this one that divides the line of opening bell, but the first 3 that open and close, and that puts us out to 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. First 15 minutes of the market. We come to our drawings tab, and you can either use a horizontal line or a horizontal ray, and you want to find the top of the body of those 3 candles. You can change it whatever color you want, and then we find the bottom point of these 3 candles, which is right here. So go drawings, make you another cross line horizontal, and it looks about right there. I'm going to change that one to purple. Now we have our morning structure in between these 2 purple lines. Some people like to draw a box. I don't mind that either. Once you have it set, it's easy on Weeble to hit your drawings tab, come to the second over here under trends, and I come down to the rectangle, and you pick a top corner like right here, and then you just begin to drag your mouse, and you can shade that whole box in. You can make it the whole day if you want. That way, if you come back into it, and often we do, you know where the bottom of it was, or if you're back into it trading, there's a lot of ping-ponging going on. So, God, I got heartburn, man. I ate buffalo tenders earlier. It's killing me. So what we look for is VWAP. It's my gold bar. To be under or over it, and to start breaking under or over market structure, morning market structure. 2 choices you have are to enter early. Once you start crossing it, if you feel like you have momentum, which is how I trade a lot, is momentum. Or you wait for a candle to close outside of it, a 5-minute candle. And that provides you confirmation that we're coming down. Okay? This is for trending days. And had you played this trend all day long, today, this was a pretty decent trend day. I really only liked it to about right here, and momentum started going away. And that was up to about 11 o'clock, which makes sense. We start losing some volume as the day goes on. But this was a great play. This was one that worked even if you took early entry, because this candle broke under VWAP, under the 9 EMA, and then started coming under our structure with momentum. MACD momentum, RSI momentum, pointing down. Now, if you took that trade, a lot of people did in the live this morning, it was a banger, because they took time to draw their lines, and they seen once it started crossing those lines, they took their trades. You didn't have to wait on me to say yes or no. And hopefully that's a quick overview of it. We teach it every day. If you go back and watch my videos, I teach it every day. D, thank you, hon. Stanley, please post your levels on the... Some of us can't be on the live because of work. Stanley, I absolutely will. I did this morning. If you go back to my channel, Spylord, you'll see at 9:20 this morning, I gave you 2 resistance levels above and 3 supports below. So breaking those in that direction was kind of what I saw for downside being puts, upside being calls, breaking those levels. I will try to do better on actually posting the chart too. I appreciate you telling me that. I don't take it negatively. I got in such a rush with the software this morning. I didn't want to miss opening bell, so I didn't get time to post the chart itself, but I'll do better. All right. guys, thank you so much. Remember my link to the Discord. If you want to support me, you can do it on these YouTube videos. It's under the description, and it's always on my pinned messages under my Spy Lord channel. You unsubscribe and then resubscribe with mine, and that supports me. And then there's the tip jar in the description of the video that you're in right now. If anybody feels inclined to tip, I appreciate it. Any more questions that I can help with, at me in the Discord. I think I tried to get to everybody today. How do you adjust the time on Weeble Desktop? D. Parker, what do you mean the time? Time frame that I'm looking at is down here. Is that what you're talking about? 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. You can add, like when you go to the month and drop down tab, it gives you a bunch to choose from, and you can just save these as your favorites. Okay, yep, that's it, man. And you can do several different ones. But I've got most of them saved that I use. I will use 3 and 5 a lot, 10, 15s. And then I like the 30 and the 1 hour and 4 hour daily to show me RSI and MACD for the big picture. And that's kind of how I use them. Once you hit those stars beside of them, it saves it down here on the bottom for you, buddy. Invest Guy, thank you. All right, much love, guys. We did good today. Had a good live. I'll be on with Josh in the morning on his live. Some people have trouble finding it for some reason. It's a VIP thing, so you have to be a VIP member. If you're not, use my link and upgrade. When you come to VIP access, some people close this accidentally. This is a drop-down tab, even on your mobile. You touch that, it's right here, VIP live trade. And it's just like my link. It's just a YouTube link. And just like mine, don't come here and hit this play button. It will play, but the audio sucks for some reason. Come here and hit this link and let it take you all the way out of the Discord into YouTube. And that's the best way to do it. Best quality. Okay? All right. Love you guys. Good night. Have a good night. Get some rest. I will post levels in the morning pre-market. Thanks.